Mr. Clark, good morning to you.
What's going on, Miss Corfield?
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm so glad that you are here to take some time to tell us what Bayside means to you. We're going to go ahead and get started. Tell us what year you graduated and what you're currently doing.
Yeah, so I graduated 2006. That's years ago. Some of the students that are there now, they probably just born. So, what I'm doing right now is I transition out of running track and field professionally, and now I'm a motivational speaker. I tour around the world, impacting tens of thousands of lives, and I absolutely love doing what I'm doing.
So that sounds like amazing experiences for you. So tell us how your high school experience led you to doing what you're doing currently.
Ooh, that's a great. I think you never know what you're gonna do in high school and imagine that you would be doing it right now. I mean, if you got that figured out, I mean, you hit the lotto for sure. But I think the real thing is just trying new things. Like I think a lot of times we put too much pressure on ourselves to have it all figured out by the time we graduate high school or by the time we go into college. But in the real life of the situation is we try and we get it wrong. We figure out how to get things right, and in that evolution, we find our passion. I don't know what that case was for you, but I thought my entire life I was gonna become a an athlete for some reason. As I'm gonna be running until I'm 60 years old. But the reality of it, you change, you experience these different things in life, and that allows you to pivot and make adjustments. And so, for me, athletics was a big part of my life, and being in that leadership role had definitely played a role into me doing what I'm doing right now. So I think it was just me showing up in the day to day that allowed me to do what I'm doing right now.
Awesome. So tell us what Bayside means to you.
Ooh, what Bayside means to me. So I grew up in the Bayside area, from Bayside Middle School to Bayside High School. And so to me, what Bayside means to me, it represents family. It represents my upbringing. It represents the adversity that I faced with struggling to get into college and to end up passing it by 1 point. It represents love. It represents team, family, dedication. It represents all of these things. So I can't just put it into one word. But to me, Bayside means a lot because I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the people that were in my life and encouraging me and inspiring me and instilling that I can do something that even my family hasn't done, that even some things that never been done at Bayside. So that's what Bayside means to me.
That is an amazing story. So, the one important thing is we always ask students as they're freshmen to get involved. Can you tell our current students why it's important for them to get involved while they're here?
Uh, you know, I always say this, like, change your environment or your environment will change you. And that means a lot because sometimes we're not in the right environment to bring out the best in us. Oprah Winfrey says, surround yourself around people who are going to lift you higher. So I encourage the freshmen. Who is the environment? What environment do you have in your life right now? And is it allowing you to grow in the capacity that you're called to live in? And so, like, a lot of activities can inspire that greatness that you have in you. You might think that I'm not called to do anything or I don't have any talents, but when you get involved, man, you start to get these ideas. You start to have a vision, and a thing about a vision is that it inspires you. It allows you to see certain things for your life that no one else can see. And to me, living in that place, that's hope. That's promise. And so getting involved in activities, getting involved in trying out new sports, getting involved in the leadership that they have going on at Bayside and the academic programs that they have, you never know where that can take you guys. So I encourage you to maybe take that small step, figure out what your passion is. It might be photography, it might be journalism, it might be in the sports realm, or you might be a great water boy or something like that. You all have a place here, and you got to get involved because you start to really feel that family atmosphere that Bayside is all about.
Um, I want to think that I'm a member of your Thrive tribe. So,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to your tribe?
Oh man, Bayside Tribe. What advice would I give to you guys? Um, it's okay that you don't have it all figured out, but the biggest thing that you can do right now is show up. Just show up. Like, do things that are different from the commonality of people. That's the only way that you're going to get different results. So I would say show up today. Don't show up for your family. Don't show up for your friends. Show up for you because you need it most. And when you have it together, right? Because I believe that every inspired characteristic that you have to do something great is, yeah, it's on you, but you're going to be that source to revolutionize anything that you want in your life, happiness, success, joy. So don't neglect you and expect your life to change. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So I think it's time for you to show up for yourself. That's the greatest advice that I would give to you if you're in a hard time right now, if you're in that place of rock bottom, if you're in that place of trying to figure it out, if you had an injury or some reason that took you out of the season, yo, just still show up. There's a show up inside of you that can take you to places that you've never been.
Well, Charles, that was my last question. So, if students wanted to reach out to you to get more information about how they can learn more about you, could you
Yeah.
share that with them?
Yeah, definitely, guys. I'm on Instagram, the Charles Clark. You can always DM me. I get to all of my DMs, guys. So if you got any questions that you want to ask me, or you just want to be a part of this tribe experience, man, I would love for you guys to connect with me. So follow me there, or you can go to my website and get some tons of resources, my merch and all that good stuff at thecharlesclark.com. But Bayside Love, man, is where it's at. And Miss Corporal, I just want to say thank you so much for just going the extra mile. You've been a part of this legacy there at Bayside for so long, and your show up is amazing because I wouldn't be where I am today without someone like you in my life. So just thank you so much.
Charles, I learned as much from you as I have from my parents, and I appreciate the experiences that I got to share with all the Bayside tribe. So, thank you
Yeah,
so much for the experience. I had a teacher tell me a long time ago that experience is the best teacher, and that's the best.
yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.